Good afternoon, everybody. I'm back in Kat's Cooking Kitchen. I'm Kat, and today I'm starting some holiday goodies, and we're going to make Crock-Pot crack. What it is a peanut cluster, and you start out with a pound of cocktail nuts. Whoops, better turn this on. Pound. Cup's getting full. Okay, here's 1 pound of cocktail nuts. We're also going to use a pound of dry roasted. Now there are many versions of this candy, and they all work. So I'm going to use the one today that calls for peanut butter chips. Now we're going to weigh out also a pound. I hope I have a pound. That's all the dry roasted I have. And it's really close. Daisy, I dropped the peanut. So we're just going to make up with that's 15 ounces. And there's another ounce. Okay, so we have 32 ounces total of peanuts, cocktail and dry roasted. And you can use all dry roasted, or you can use all cocktail peanuts. You can add pecans. If you like walnuts, use them. Walnuts is one nut I do not care for. So, you get those in the bottom of your crock pot on low. And then we're going to add, oh, I don't have a measurement for this one. Okay. Usually I just throw 1 bag in. And it's really close to whatever recipe I'm following. I actually don't really need a recipe because I've made this so many years in a row. This recipe calls for one bag. That's about 12 ounces, 1 bag. And these are semi-sweet chocolate chips. Oops, that didn't work out so well. I forgot to turn my scale on. I get ahead of myself because I'm in a hurry to show you guys this. If you've never made this, and I know a lot of you have because it's been around for quite a while, but if you're new to making treats for Christmas, this is easy. And unlike cookies, they don't go stale. They stay fresh for months as long as you keep them in a Ziploc bag, or I'm going to use a Tupperware container. That's actually a Rubbermaid container. Now we're going to go for 12 ounces. Oops, that's 14 ounces. That'll work. Can't have too much chocolate or too much money. How's that sound? I like the idea of that. And then this weighs about 12 pounds, or 12 ounces. 12 pounds might be just a little overboard on this candy. Yeah, this is just short of 12 ounces. So we're going to do that. Some of them call for the German sweetened or semi-sweetened chocolate, the Baker's brand. I don't normally use it. And then I'm going to go ahead, I have these to use up, or I probably wouldn't use them. And this is 1 10 ounce. Maybe it doesn't want me to know. Oh, I cut it off. It's on the other side of the bag. $10 ounce, what I thought it was. I didn't think I had to do much prep to get ready for this one. My bad. Okay, so now we've got 16 ounces of cocktail peanuts, 16 ounces of dry roasted peanuts. We have 12 ounces of both semi-sweet and milk chocolate chips. We have one 10-ounce bag of peanut butter chips. Let's taste those. I don't think I ever tasted them just out of the bag. Tastes kind of like a waxy peanut butter. Okay, and now most places will tell you they want 2 full pounds of the baking bark here, the white chocolate. I'm only going to use 1.5 pounds because I really think that's going to be plenty. If not, I can add more. Like I said, this is a very forgiving recipe. As long as you have enough chocolate to coat your peanuts, you are good. But see how much white chocolate this is? And this is 1.5 pounds. They wanted me to put another 1/2 pound in it. I don't see as that's necessary. I don't think I've ever used the 2 pounds. I just always use 1 pound or 1.5 pounds. And I had 1/2 pound already. So there we go. See how easy that was? Just layered it up. It is on low. I had it preheating. Put our lid on. And be back in an hour to stir it. And see how it's doing. If it needs a little more time, we'll give it a little more time. Sometimes in an hour it's ready. But if you need to keep it in there a little longer, I'd suggest stirring it every 20 minutes after the first hour is over. Just because you just want it cooked together. You just want it all melty. And then I'll put out some parchment paper down over here or over here. And I'll be dipping them out. And I just use a scoop that's so handy. That way they come out all to be about exactly the same size. I'm trying to decide. I'm going to try my middle sized one first. And then if that doesn't work, I'm going to use the big one. The big one, I don't know. This medium one might be too small and this one might be a hair big. But that's okay because I can just, fill it slightly and we'll be good. So, got my trash to get rid of. And my crock pot is cooking away. And in an hour, well, snap your fingers and I'm back, okay? And twinkle your nose. I hope you guys are having a good week. I'm finally having a fairly good day. I'm up and around and doing things, and that makes me feel good and makes me happy. So I'm going to take advantage of that and do some cooking today and tomorrow, as long as I hold out. And I'm not kidding you. You can't stop eating these. They are so good. So make them and give them away. Get most of them out of your house. But I'm going to share with my family and a few of my friends some of my candies and stuff. And I have a couple more batches of peanut brittle to make. And if you haven't seen me before, you can go to YouTube or you can go to Facebook. And it's under Cats with an apostrophe S, K-A-T apostrophe S, Cats Cooking Kitchen. And I'm on Facebook and YouTube. So if you haven't seen my peanut brittle, it's microwaved, no candy thermometer required, and it's perfect every time. I've done it in like 3 or 4 different microwaves, and it's always turned out. So that's all I can tell you, is it turns out really well. So go watch that video and give it a try. It's done in 15 minutes. It only needs 10-minute cooking. You cook 4, 4, and 2. Follow directions on what you do between each cook. And it's so easy. So easy. All right, now, you guys have a good afternoon. I'll be back in the shake of a lamb's tail, as they say. Well, Farmers used to say that anyway. I heard it a lot when I was growing up. So I'll be right back. Hang in there. Hi, welcome back. Our first hour is over. And I'm looking for this right here. And it doesn't look too melty, to be honest. But that can be deceptive. Yes, it is not very melty yet. It's getting there. I didn't think it'd be ready in an hour. But it's been a couple years at least since I made this. So I wasn't 100% sure. So what we'll do is I will come check it every 20 minutes until it's completely melted. And then we will start dipping them up. And of course, you do not have to watch me dip these up, all of them. Because if you've never made them before, you get, I think one time I got like 200 clusters out of that. So, we'll just see. But so far, everything's okay. Everything's coming along just fine. And I'll see you when I see you, when it's done. Thanks for watching. Keep checking. Hi, welcome back. It's been 20 minutes, or an hour and 20 minutes, and we stirred it 1 hour. And it wasn't quite ready to stir completely up. So now it's been 20 more minutes. And what I'm doing is going to the bottom, lifting up the peanuts to get this all mixed together very well. See, we still have a big chunk of white bark in there. And it's kind of hard, but you kind of want to get those peanuts started to be incorporated with our chocolate. And the idea of putting the peanuts in first is they get some time to roast. I have my parchment paper down over here. So when we're ready, which should be another 20 or 30 minutes because it's really close. As we stir it up, a lot of the chocolate chips, I can hear, they're starting to melt right away as they get stirred into the warmer chocolate. But we do have some hunks, like I said, of the white almond bark. And here we go. This is kind of how they'll look. And then you can make a small little cluster there. Maybe it'll set up in time to try it. I'll get my hands all goopy again. I thought I'd be able to put it in the sink, but no such luck. All right. See how easy this is? I mean, it's not done in 30 minutes, but you have long breaks that if you have something else you want to be doing, whether it's laundry or sweeping the carpet, sitting and watching TV, whatever, you can go do that. Because we had the first hour was the first cook, and then our second was the 20-minute cook. Now I'm going to do another 20 minutes, and I'm sure by then it will be ready to dip and put out on our parchment paper. And you're going to see, I might even have to extend some parchment over there because I don't think I can get them all in here. But we'll see. And thanks for joining me. And stay tuned because I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody. Hi, back again. let's check this out. I wanted to check it in about 15 minutes. And it's looking really good. Everything seems to be melted. This thing gets hot, but it also moves around a lot. So now, something I've never done. I'm going to shut my crock pot off. And that is add something extra to my peanut clusters. But today, I'm going to add some Heath bars, or Heath bits. And I didn't want to put them in at the start because they don't need to melt. So let's see. I might only need one bag. That's quite a bit. Can you see that? Quite a bit in there. And that bag is 8 ounce. 8 ounce bag of Heath toffee bits, or bits of brickle they call it. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe it isn't enough. Nope. I don't think you can have too much. So where's my other bag? I thought I had both bags over here. I think some mouse got in my house. Okay, I do have another one over here. I had 3. Now I can only find 2. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's not it. There it is. We found it. So we're good. I knew it had to be laying here somewhere. The counter's a mess from all the stuff I have laying here. Scoops and peanut containers and all the like. So that's all we have to do there. Put that on my trash pile. Of course, it's not set up enough to eat the one I got out just 15 minutes ago. So, and you'll want to just keep stirring this like we did when we were mixing in the peanuts. Just take it down and up. This is called folding. This is something you do when you add egg whites. A lot of recipes call for soft peaks on your egg whites. And then when you add them in, if you just stirred them, you would beat the air out of them. So in order to keep your cake or whatever you're making light and fluffy, you want to do folding like that. Okay. Basically, that is done. And we're ready to start dipping. Let's see how I want to do that. You know, we're going to try the medium. I have a smaller one. This is my medium one. Let's just... Oh, that's plenty big. I'll move down over here. Maybe I can bring my camera a little closer. If I get my scale out of the way. Put it back. Move my peanuts and my chocolate around. I'm not kidding, I have everything over here that I thought I'd need for today, so. See? Okay, again, this is my medium scoop. I can't really find any numbers on the darn things to tell you what size they are. But this is probably about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half, I'm guessing. And this is all you do, people. And it takes a while because there's a lot of candy in that crock pot. Might even cut back a little bit. Yeah, that'd be fine. About 3/4 of the spoon or scoop. Okay? And this is what I'm going to keep doing until I get them all put out on the parchment paper so they can set and be ultimately super, super uber delicious. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'll be doing, I have done in the past pretzels, where you take your pretzel and you put a Rolo on it and you stick it in the oven at 200 degrees for maybe 5 minutes and you bring them out and that makes the Rolo soften enough. And I used to put M&M peanuts in it. A lot of people did pecans. I got a lot of people in my family do not like pecans, so I use an M&M peanut candy and you push it in. But I'm going to start out with the pretzel and the Rolo like normal. But instead of an M&M peanut, I'm going to push down another pretzel. And then I'm going to coat them in white chocolate. Like my family also likes the white chocolate pretzels. I think I can get 2 treats in one here if I do the caramel white chocolate pretzels. So we'll be doing that in a day or so. So hang in there and watch for that one because anybody can do that one. And there's lots of different ways to use your pretzels and candies to make treats at Christmas that are really super easy. So I think sometimes you need more peanuts in this. Probably not, but it's almost therapeutic to do this. It's just so easy. Okay, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We're at 21 minutes because I talk, well, I probably don't talk enough. A lot of times I get quiet when I'm thinking about something. And I suppose I should be talking. So if you have any questions, as always, look me up in Facebook or YouTube at Kat's Cooking Kitchen. I'll be glad to answer any questions you have, or maybe you want to share a recipe with me that you'd like to share with everybody. And if I can, I'll put it on here. So suggest some recipes or just keep tuning in and watching. I like to see all the likes and the clicks. So have a great Monday afternoon, and I will see you in a day or so. Thanks a lot, everybody.